Yes, here we are for another edition of X Mutant of the Day, the show where we look through all of X and find ourselves some crazy delusional Arsenal takes. As we know, there are many, and we do love to chortle at their weird remarks. And speaking of weird remarks, we're talking about Zola in at number 3. Gianfranco Zola, by the way, one of the best players I've seen in the Premier League. Classic Premier League era player. Unfortunately now represented by this chap on X who has a picture of Declan Rice, and that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? At Zola_254. My main gripe with this is this first line that I've highlighted right here. Justice delayed is justice denied. That's the quote. Justice delayed is justice denied. That doesn't even make any linguistic sense because it's still justice. It may have come later than you may desire, but it's still justice. And certainly in the context of this, it could actually work in our favour. Now he's talking about this Rodri remarks, he's called them the shitty remarks. He's talking about these Rodri remarks about the referees and all this kind of stuff. And why isn't Rodri being hauled over the coals within 24 hours of making the remarks? He has said, this guy Zola, at the end of this tweet, for the remaining 10 to 11 games, we're going to witness madness disguised as refereeing mistakes. The idea being that once again, we have to battle against PGMOL, despite the fact that we have relentlessly seen throughout the season that referees are shit for everyone. And also, we just saw at the weekend with the Gabriel push, with the Gabriel hold. 2 incidents there I just mentioned where we could have seen we could easily have seen the opposite. We could have seen a red card for Gabriel with the hold. We could have seen the goal disallowed. Sorry, the goal standing when Gabriel was allegedly pushed. Thing is, if you're a big strong man, Gabriel, why are you getting pushed over there? Oh, you're getting pushed over there because you're diving and you're pissing about. We know this. Can you stop this bollocks, man? Back in the day, you never used to have this. If you were a diver back in the day, you would be ostracized and chastised. Doing a Klinsmann is what it used to be called. Nowadays, it's encouraged, and it's just one of the things about football, modern football, which is just so jarring, man. I can't deal with it. Every time I see it, Trossard was at it against Spurs, the way they bounce off and then smash themselves on the ground. Anyway, let's go to tweet number 2. Mo_Arsenal9 states, and I'm just going to say it, quote, "We are the Arsenal. We will do what we want. Unless what we want is winning. Unless what we want is trophies. Other than that, we'll do what we want. Dive around, get away with it. Foul people from corners, get away with it. And then moan about it when it's done to us. We will do what we want," Mo says. Well, that's blatantly not true. Have we wanted to go 6 years without winning anything? Nearly 7 years now. Is that what we've wanted to do? I mean, some top gooners will tell you that this is success. That's something I had on another tweet, which maybe I should have used in this today, but he was telling me, this chap on X, that success is competing. Competing is success. The conflation of those two is crazy, and that goes to show you how these people think that we're an Aston Villa level club. Success is competing. For Aston Villa, it is quite success. And look, 22,000 followers for this guy, seriously. Does promotion and gigs, whatever the hell that is, what are these gigs he's doing? I wouldn't even like to sort of speculate on that. But I mean, not to dig out Aston Villa again, but for Aston Villa to be competing in the top 3 is quite successful for them. It's still not technically successful. They're not winning anything. But from where they were, obviously that's a big success for them, being in the relegation zone and all that kind of stuff when Unai Emery took over. And it's a salient point. They are viewing us like Aston Villa. They are viewing us as if we are at that level. And that's not to say that Villa are a terrible club. They are a big club. They're a class club. They're a club of one of the greats of English football, one of the great big names of English football, but they're not on the same level as Arsenal. For some reason, this lot in our fan base are conflating the two, and I just don't understand how they managed to do it. It's kind of peak to me, honestly. But we are the Arsenal. We will do what we want, unless that means beating PSG in a semi-final of the Champions League, unless that means actually winning a Premier League. unless that means rotating our players properly, unless that means playing Norgard and giving Zubimendi a rest, unless that means celebrating with a bit of humility, unlike Spurs here celebrating top of the league when they were, in August, September, whatever it was. But we did the same celebration at their place. No need for celebration, it's just standard. So now, on to today's ex-mutant tweet of the day. Lilla Ego Hannes at Lilla Egoist. He is an egoist. I think it's a he. I'm sure it's a he. Ravelli on his back. This is all very inconsistent. But he says he's very, very tired. And this is going back to what I was saying really in the previous tweet. But he says, quote, "I'm so tired of all this binary thing about trophies are the only measurement of performance. Of course, trophies are the ultimate goals, but it's far from everything. Last season, we were in semi-finals in Champions League and second in Premier League. That is a good performance, nothing less." Now, this is actually the guy who said that succeeding is competing and competing is succeeding. So it makes a lot of sense that he's come out of this. It's a small club mentality or average club mentality. To compete is not successful for Arsenal Football Club. If you were to take over Everton, again, another big club, not trying to disrespect them, but I just think it's a good example. If you were to take over Everton and get them into the top four, get them challenging for the title, then of course you could say that that's a successful season, a successful couple of seasons, finishing second a couple of times in a row. But we ain't Everton. We've spent $1 billion. We're supposed to be the third biggest club in the country. We're supposed to be one of the biggest global institutions in the world. So how is it successful to just compete? He also said that trophies are not the measure of success, like we've just seen, small club mentality. It doesn't mean that Champions League semi-second place isn't good. It's just not good enough considering time, investment, this chat about demanding better. It's now 6 years without winning anything. So in retrospect, someone else could have done better. That's why it's been a waste. Even another FA Cup or two, even a Carabao Cup would have been better than what we've had so far. A trip to Wembley at least. And an experienced proven winner of a manager with as much pound as he's had, as Arteta has had, would have likely at least just won last year's title. Wenger with $1 billion or 700 million, which is what it was last season, would have won last year's title. Imagine Wenger with this squad of players, with the youngsters, with the likes of Ethan Nwaneri. Fucking hell, I can't pronounce that very well. Nwaneri. Think about him with Emil Smith-Rowe. Even a Reece Nelson would have probably done better under Wenger. Wenger had the ID and the IQ to ID where the players should play properly. The positions they should play properly in, Whereas this manager seems to shoehorn people in where he wants. That's why we see Havertz continuously in the team, despite not really doing anything. However, if he's going to actually pass to Gyökeres, why not? Anybody other than Odegaard, right? If he's going to pick Havertz over Odegaard and Havertz is actually going to pass to Gyökeres, listen, I'm all for it. But trophies are the only measurement of performance if you're an Arsenal team, and he doesn't get that. And he's supposed to be an Arsenal fan. And to me, that is really weird to see from the modern day fans. This is how the game has changed, and this is how Arsenal fans have changed. You would never hear this talk 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Graham, Wenger. It's just baffling to me, and for this reason, this scandalous anti-Arsenal reason, Lilla Ego, you are today's favourite, I think is the right word. Cheers.